Good morning, Harlem community. My name is Pat Jacobs, and I'm a resident and a proud resident of Harlem. Our children need to know that this community is vibrant, this community they can live, not only live here, they can strive. There's nothing in this plan about education. Where are the high schools? Where are the science lab? What are we doing to take our children to the next level? We're a people. We vote here, we work here, we live here, and we're going to stay here.
Let me begin off the bat by joining our community board in strong opposition to this plan. This plan does a wonderful job of totally missing the point when it comes to the needs of the people in the community. This plan is a good plan if you got a piece of property and you want to do development and you want to make some money. But if you look at what are the needs of the surrounding community, as well as those small entrepreneurs that are part of this community, the plan misses the boat. And it seems to me quite offensive, especially when you consider how important Harlem as a black community, a historic black community is, not only to this city, but to the nation and to the world.
Councilman Bill Perkins just talked about the terror this plan has produced in this community. We are all for development. Harlem cannot remain as it is. We know that. But we are not for the displacement of ourselves and our neighbors from our homes. How is it possible that you can attract tourism to Central Harlem, Black Harlem, when in fact the commercial corridor will be depopulated of African Americans?
First, Harlem was redlined so that residents could not keep their businesses, could not keep their homes, could not do the repairs. And the redlining lasted for a long time by the financial institutions, and no one did anything about it. Second, we got the empowerment zone that we were told was going to help Harlem residents. It did not. It did not help the residents of Harlem. Then 125th Street Mart was shut down. It was going to be revitalized. Never, ever happened. And as Bill Perkins says, who does this rezoning benefit? Who stands to make the money?
Have you checked into some of the prices up there?
Not really. It's too high. They want too much money.
You wouldn't even bother trying, right?
No, why? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You can't pay. And they want over $250,000 just to get it started, you know, the application started.
When it started, did you think that was going to be the case, or like, were you shocked?
No, I've seen it coming because he wanted to show the neighborhood was making a transition. And once you seen the condominiums come up, you knew that most of us couldn't afford it.
One of the things we recognized 2 years ago was we knew Columbia was coming. We knew the 125th Street rezoning was coming. We knew that there were going to be big changes in the West 140s all the way up to Washington Heights, and we needed to empower our community in the area of land use and zoning. And I am very proud for the people who are on the Community Board 10, 9, and 11. I want to say thank you for stepping up.
I had, I guess, a question for Norma Siegel. You started out your comments with this being a civil rights issue. Specifically, Section 5 says that you have to have permission from the Attorney General of the United States before you engage in practices which change voting. And Section 2 looks at annexation as a practice that other states use to elected voting rights.
And I think what you're saying is that the result of the change will be that the neighborhood will change racially, and therefore that could affect who votes and who gets elected. But I don't think that's what Section 5 was all about. But since you're the second person who's raised it in 72 hours, I will reread Section 5 sometime next week.
What are they going to see now? They're going to see Mayor Bloomberg's master plan on a scale that we have not seen throughout the city since Robert Moses. And it is a plan that seeks to depopulate working class communities of color. And the fact that our elected officials...
Can you conclude your remarks?
I am.
Thanks.
I'll even face you in conclusion. We know what is happening here. Harlem is being dismantled and restructured.
Please give us your written remarks as well.
I certainly will. And I suggest that you have these meetings not at 9:30 in the morning, but at 6 p.m. You are running the clock on us because you expect that we will not turn out.
I really appreciate it.
No, I don't think you do, sir. I don't think you really appreciate it.
It is amazing if you think about what is happening in this city. And you see chain after chain coming to the city because they see opportunity. It's not just in jobs. There are communities in this city that are not well served by stores and restaurants and other kinds of services. And we have to make sure that no matter where you live, you have the opportunity to go out and to participate, to buy, to eat, to enjoy, to be entertained. Example after example, whether it's Pathmark or Staples or Modell's or CVS or Old Navy, they've come to Harlem and they've prospered. And when they prosper, other entrepreneurs see the opportunity and say, hey, if it's open to them, it's going to be open to me as well. People that really should be proud are the people that are going to work here and the people that are going to come here every day and eat great food. Good for my waistline anyways.
I'm very grateful to see and to have been able to see these young men grew up in this restaurant. And I know that they will never forget me. They will always remember.
Do you want to tell us something about your experience here?
On camera?
Yeah. You're a big boy now.
Oh, man. My experience here basically is that when you work in here, you will never forget where you came from because Miss Sylvia will teach you a lot, and that's it.
I'm like a who to you?
Like a mother to me.
And I learned you a lot of what?
A lot of responsibility, honesty, and respect.
And what else but money?
Oh, how to save it.
I had to pull that out.
Make sure
Man,
you
I
save
said,
it.
what?
How did you do that?
They have to. If they're going to work here, you can tell me, show me a bank book or something.
Oh, yeah. I can show a couple now.
So he can show me a couple. Oh, yes. No, you don't work here and every time you go spend it. No, you put something in the bank. You know? And I want them to always remember, Sylvia was here. When I'm gone, Sylvia was here. And if they don't do right, I said, look, you be sleeping and your eyes start burning. I said, no need to get no eye wash. Just say, oh, that's Miss Sylvia trying to plug my eyes. I said, because I'm not going to let you sleep good if you mess up. I'm going to be right with you.
And so here we are in 2006. From those plans, some of us did very well. And matter of fact, I would bet, and it'll be on film,
Sure enough.
that in the not too distant future, we're all going to be sitting here saying we never thought it would be like this. And then I would say, well, my old uncle told me in North Louisiana that the darkest hour is right before dawn. You'll see that change had come about from those plans, but that's a qualitative issue. But quantitatively, the change wasn't at the scale that it should have been.